Do communist nations respect human rights in modern times? Imagine a world where governments focus heavily on social fairness and economic equality. Now, ask yourself how they balance that with individual freedoms. That's the core question when looking at modern communist countries. Today, communist nations often prioritize social and economic rights like access to health care, education, and employment. These are seen as basic human rights in their eyes, aiming to eliminate poverty and inequality. They argue that everyone should have the right to a decent life, which they believe is more important than certain political freedoms. In practice, many of these countries operate under one-party systems. This means that political power is held by a single party, claiming to representing the working class. They often restrict political dissent and limit freedom of speech to maintain stability. For example, in China, the government controls what people can say, where they can gather, and even what they can believe religiously. They justify this by saying it keeps social order and prevents chaos. Vietnam also keeps a tight grip on political opposition, with the Communist Party holding all power. Independent media and labor unions are limited or banned, and activists face imprisonment. Cuba, another communist country, restricts independent journalism and political competition but offers free health care and education to its citizens. From the communist point of view, these restrictions are necessary to protect their social achievements. They believe that focusing on collective rights and social justice is more important than individual political freedoms. They say Western countries often overlook the importance of economic equality and social welfare. So, do these countries respect human rights today? They do emphasize social and economic rights, but many face criticism for limiting civil and political liberties. They argue that true human rights include access to basic needs and equality. Critics say that restricting freedoms like speech and assembly violates fundamental human rights. In the end, the picture is mixed. While they focus on social justice, many modern communist states restrict certain freedoms. They see this as a trade-off to ensure stability and social welfare. Whether this approach respects human rights depends on how you value social versus political freedoms.